No cap. I didn't even see this coming. I ain't think Queen was gonna speak, shawty.
Simone, don't get it twisted. In fact, yo, a player's what I be. Complexion is Hershey. Chocolate lady, shh, let's keep it low key. Talk with maybe too much G. Get the pimpin' from my daddy. Game beef from my mama. Don't affiliate with those who O's don't have commas. Pillar 8 for those who chose to have drama. Got a meal to make so I can load and blow on her. Lil' mama is ahead of the game. I want the X.
Family, it's your girl Tamika and I am back once again with another video. Shout out to my family, S&T Squad. I love y'all the long way. Thank you so much for coming back and tuning in. Look, we finna jump right into that video because it's a pretty lengthy one. You know what I mean? Queen Naija finally decided to tell her side of the story. And why shouldn't we listen? Shit, everybody else done told it. You understand? So without further ado, let's slide into that video. Let's go.
What's up, Queendom? It's your girl, Queen. I am back with another video, and I'm sure from the title you can already tell it's going to be a story time or something of that sort. So, first of all, it's been a lot going on. A lot going on. I've been getting ready to drop my album. I've really been trying to just focus on that because this is a very big moment in my life. It's my debut album. Like, this is my dream. Like, this is... I just want to put my full focus on it, you know? And so I've been busy with that. But as you guys know, there's been some other things going on as well on the internet. And if you know, you know. I wasn't going to come and make a video.
We know, Queen. I know. Shit. I don't know. And it's ridiculous. But I wasn't expecting this one, y'all. I wasn't expecting this one. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Let's get it.
Or say anything. Because truthfully... if I ever came back to my channel, or when I came back to my channel, I wanted to just come refreshed. And I don't know, I just hate that, like, every time I come and do a video, I'm always like, it's always something about some drama. But I always feel the need to, like, just tell my side of things, just because when you don't explain your side of the story to a situation, you give people more room to make assumptions that aren't true. As y'all know, it's been a whole situation with the exes going on, and I seen the very last video. I watched it, and
hold on, y'all. Shit, I should have made me a drink. The breeze might not be good enough for this one because, yo, the way Shawty was on that last video, Let's get it.
I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you guys. I felt bad. I really did. I didn't feel bad because I'm guilty of anything that she was insinuating that I did. But I felt bad because, first of all, that's just how my heart is set up. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just super, super nice. And as a woman, like, I could feel it. Like, I could feel, you know, where she was coming from. And I've been in a place like that before, where...
That's dope. And that was my position too. It's like, I think everybody at one point experienced that type of hurt. And it's like, you couldn't just be mad at her, you know what I'm saying? Because you know it was real where she was coming. It was just that I felt like her feelings was misplaced. You know what I mean? But I wasn't expecting this video, y'all. Shit.
You know, I was heartbroken, or like, you know, something like that. I don't know if she's still heartbroken, but I don't know. But I just feel like I wanted to come here and just basically give you guys my point of view of things, because I feel like, in a way, my character could be misinterpreted or misconstrued. And I have a brand. I'm a singer, and I don't want to be looked at as like that kind of person that maliciously just does things to people. And I also have a family brand. I have 2 kids. You know, we got the Royal Family channel, and I think I have every right to come and clear my name as well, just like everyone else. I need you guys to understand the place I was in when I first ever spoke to Clarence at all. It's been said a lot and continuously that I cheated, and I was doing something sneaky. But truthfully, you guys, of course, I was legally still in a marriage. But it was a situation where, like, my ex Chris was he had already been moving single, like a single man for the longest. And you guys know that if you follow my story, you guys know that after the situation that happened with the 3 girls who came and exposed him for that whole situation.
Helena, I remember that. And that's why it be having me confused about this particular timeline. Because yes, she was still legally married, but this man had y'all don't remember? He made a video, I don't love her no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not attracted to her no more. Then it was the women. You know what I'm saying? This was before Clarence. That's why when people was like, oh, she cheated on Chris, I didn't really think that they cheated on each other, because at that particular time, well, Chris did cheat before this particular time. But that last time, like a little bit before she met Clarence, it was like they were moving around like they were both single. Her and Chris. That's why I didn't get that. But let's keep going, y'all.
After that, I even stayed and stuck around. Truthfully, I stuck around because, for one, I didn't have my own money to leave. I wasn't prepared to leave. I just didn't have my own stuff. Like, my credit was super low. It was just so much going on where it made it very hard for me to leave. And plus, you know, we had a son. So when I messaged Clarence, it wasn't like in a sneaky kind of way. But I was in ATL, and this was during Hurricane Harvey. We had went to Atlanta to escape the hurricane. And Chris and me, we wasn't even like really together. We probably did like maybe one video as a group when we was like in the house with Janae and them, but we wasn't really together when we went to Atlanta. He was doing his own thing, and I knew he was doing his own thing. It was pretty much over to me. Like, I feel like once someone is disloyal, they move single and they move funny and they talk to different people, and like they're doing it blatantly where you know it and they don't care. It's like at this point. So anyway, when I messaged Clarence, I didn't have no intentions or I wasn't plotting like, yeah, I'm about to message him and then I'm gonna go see him. And you guys, truthfully, I think I was scrolling. I seen Clarence on my Explore page, and I had seen him before. I clicked on his page and it was his page. And I was like, oh, this is really his page. And I was just scrolling through, and of course, you know, I thought he was a handsome guy. Because I had seen him before, and I always thought he was handsome. But I didn't see no girl on his page. You know, I didn't see no girl on his page.
And for the record, Clarence's timeline do check out. It wasn't no girl on his page, because this was the particular time where he had took the pictures off his page, and she had also did the same thing, because this was supposed to be the break that they were going on. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just trying to go ahead and shoot you guys the fill in the blank, so y'all don't think that niggas is on here capping, because I can honestly testify that I watched this from those moments. So it's certain things that I can remember very, very good. You know what I mean? But that had to be around that time, because it was no pictures of Leslie on Clarence's page, because I probably started following Clarence a little bit before when she said she did. And that's no cap.
So when I DM'd him, it was kind of like one of those things where, I don't know, hey, let me just DM this person and see what's up. Like, not in a way to like be sneaky or like, ooh, I'm about to, you know, I don't know. Honestly, truth be told, I don't know why I did it. I think part of the reason was just because I was just already feeling down and low, and just, I don't know, I wanted to converse with someone else, I guess, you know, that's the honest truth. Because, you know, Chris was doing, he was doing, I just feel, I don't know, I really don't know. But anyway, when we conversed, you guys seen the messages, Clarence showed it in his past video. We were talking very just like, it wasn't like flirtatious or anything. It was really just talking about what was going on with us. And yeah, as you guys can see, I did tell him, I went into detail about what I was going on, but he asked me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said it was getting crazy for him, and I was like, what is it? And I said, shit, it's getting crazy for me too. And when he asked, I told him what was going on, like, and I didn't mind telling him what was going on, just because, I don't know, like, it was already public.
I was just about to say, it don't matter anyway. He could have just scrolled to the shade room and found out what was going on. See, this is when the grown person in me kicks in, okay? Because let's suppose she did just bust up in that thing. You know what I'm saying? And was like, yo, you handsome. What it do? She had every right to do that, because her man was already doing that. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is where it gets tricky. Because if Clarence had someone at that time, which he did, you know what I'm saying? He said, I got somebody. And that was the moment when Queen was like, oh, well, why don't you do pranks with your girl? And why you ain't got no girls on your page? You need to go ahead and show her off. She said it. We seen it in black and white. And then the other texts and the other conversation didn't come into after that fact. You know what I mean? Those was in September. When they came back and they was flirting and stuff like that, that was in October. I'm just filling in the blanks for you guys, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I know this is because the beginning of October, whatever day that was in October, Clarence made a video. And the video said, yo, your boy is single, Mo. That's what that is, but let's keep going.
Public what was going on, so I was like, forget it. And I've always been a super transparent person. I can talk to a stranger, which is kind of bad sometimes. I can talk to a stranger and literally when they leave, they know so much about me. And I know that's so bad. So I want you guys to know that I didn't do that to, I don't know, get him to feel bad for me or just try to like, I don't know. I did that with everybody, truthfully. So it's not just Clarence. But when he told...
This is when I'm going to pause the thing and I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck about no clout. But what she's saying is for real. The honest to God truth. Because when I met her, I left knowing more things than I thought I would ever know. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Dead ass. She will do that. You know what I mean? But you never once seen one video about it. Damn it. You know what I'm saying? But she's like that. And I can say that honest to God. You know what I'm saying? On my Father in heaven, she do. My first time meeting her, dog. Let that sink in. I'm not lying to y'all. This is true shit.
Told me that he had a girl or whatever when I was like, you know, you should start YouTube and if you got a girl, you can prank her. And when he told me he had someone, I didn't like try to say, oh, well, actually, I was like, yo, well, why ain't she on your page? Like, girls love that. You should put it on your page, like, so people can know. So, I don't know. He was saying also right there that it was complicated. And it was complicated with me too. So, you know, it didn't go no further. Anywho, though, I followed him. And around that same time when I followed him, I remember getting a call from Chris. And Chris was like, why you follow him? Like, and I'm just like, what? Like, first of all, why are you even calling me, checking me? Because you're doing what you're doing. Like, you have no room to ask me what I'm doing, who I'm following, or anything. You're moving like the way you want to move. I'm going to move how I want to move. And it wasn't flirtatious. You know, I still was explaining to him like it wasn't like that. He said he was going to send us hoodies and all that stuff. And Chris still felt intimidated, I feel like, because he's seen how he looked. He knew, like, I think I even like mentioned him to Chris before because me and Chris would always like just kind of vocal about, we did Smash Your Passes together, you know. So like I knew who he found attractive and he knew who I found attractive. I told him. So he had been knew that. He was like, no, fuck that, unfollow him. Even though I didn't feel like I needed to do that, I did it out of respect because first of all, I didn't want no trouble in the house. We were still living together. It's not like I had my own, like a lot of money of my own to go take and go move, you know? So I just unfollowed him, I guess to keep the peace because when it got crazy with me and him, it got crazy. And it's a lot of things that you guys don't know that went on behind closed doors. It got crazy, okay? I'm not going to say anything, but it got super crazy. I didn't want no trouble, like when we got back to the same house. I was like, okay, forget it. From that point, when we went back to Houston, we ended up going back together. I don't know. I didn't speak to Clarence anymore because I just, like I said, he had a girl. I didn't want no trouble. I didn't want to like drag it on. But as me and Clarence weren't talking, like things got worse and worse between me and Chris. We wasn't having sex. We wasn't sleeping together in the same bed. He was going out every night. He was doing what he wanted to. He was sleeping with other girls. It was just kind of like, we was kind of like roommates. You know what I'm saying? And I knew for a fact our relationship was over. He wasn't happy with me. He didn't want to be with me, you know? But I was still we was kind of just still there, just playing like, I was just kind of playing like I was okay with it. Cause like, it was nothing else I could.
Yeah, and this is another question. I guess this is directed more so towards Chris fans. You know what I'm saying? So like, why y'all get so mad and think that she cheated on this man if Chris was the first person to say that he didn't want to be with her no more? That's what confused me with a lot of the things. It's this big ass narrative. Oh, she cheated first. She did this. But if Chris was the one that said that he wasn't in love with her no more and he didn't want to be with her no more, what is y'all problem? I'll be so confused on that part, but let's keep going.
Really do. Speed it up. Things was getting worse. And one day I think I was scrolling across YouTube and I seen that Clarence had did a Smash or Pass video. Now, me and Clarence had talked about him starting a YouTube channel, right? And when I seen he made a YouTube channel, I was like, oh, so he really did it, you know? And when I went and watched the video, I seen him and Mod doing a Smash or Pass, and I didn't even know that my name was in there.
Yeah, I think we all remember that, man. That's the Frank's Red Hot and shit. Yeah, the sweet heat. All right, let's get it.
I was like, yo, what? Like, and then what he said, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, I got a little offended. I ain't gonna lie. So I had went to look for him on Instagram, and I found out, I seen that, like, I couldn't find him, so I went to my block list, like, yo, did I block him? And I know I didn't do it, so in my head, I'm like, okay, I ain't block him. I know who did it. So I hit him up. And I was like, I think I commented on his story or something. You guys seen this, something about the socks with slippers or whatever. And then he was like, he started talking back to me. And I was like, yo, what you said, I was just basically telling him about what he said in the video. Like, that was funny. Like, Frank's Red Hot. Oh, I'm not sweet heat. You know, like, just kind of, I don't know, picking at him about what he said. Obviously, at this point, if he's doing a Smash or Pass on a bunch of girls, including me, I still didn't see no girl on his page. Like, from this, wait a minute. Actually, I think I watched some more of his videos. Yeah, that's right. I watched some more of his videos besides the Smash or Pass, and he was like that he was a single man. He was doing a Q&A, he was like he's a single man. So from that point, like I said, I never had seen who he was with ever before, never seen a picture of or anything. He said he was single. I felt like nigga, my relationship was over, so I was like, oh, okay, you know. So we.
Again, I'm going to state this because a lot of people don't understand this fact, yet it's so simple. Ladies, if you are in a relationship with the man, okay? You are in a relationship with the man, and a female DM your man, and your man answering, you got problems with your man, not the other chick. You feel what I'm saying? Because these niggas gotta stop opening themselves up to get set up. If you know you're in a committed relationship with somebody, shorty, and a female DM you, just delete the shit like I do. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. It even give you a little option to where before you can accept it, you can read the first lines. You know what I'm saying? To give you like some little help about what you need to do in the situation. Don't be blaming these women sometimes. Now, there are some treacherous women. I will say that. But in most cases, man, you got to start blaming your man, booze. That's all I'm saying. But let's keep going.
Started talking. Now, when we started talking on Instagram, like some more, it went over to Snapchat. We started talking on Snapchat. And I was still living in that house. But like I said, felt like I was just a roommate. Like, niggas was moving how they want to move. And yeah, me and Clarence was just conversating, you know? Like, we got a little deeper. We started talking about things that we were going through and, like, our past. Like, I had mentioned to him, like, what I was going through in my relationship. He had mentioned to me about, he was talking about how he was going through, like, a toxic kind of situation on and off. And, like, we was, at that point, we were like, confiding in each other as friends. We never spoke about sex. We never spoke about anything. And it went from us talking about that to really, like, just falling asleep on the phone every single night. That's another thing I want you guys to know. I didn't just up and fly to New York. Like, oh, yeah, I'm about to come see you. Me and Clarence was talking on the phone, falling asleep on FaceTime every night for a good, like, I don't know, month and a half or something like that. And, like, it made us, like, you know, feel for each other a little bit more. I could tell. He would tell me how he felt, like, you know, how he felt different about me and things like that. I would tell him the same. So we started developing, like, a liking for each other and possibly feelings.
I was there when that was happening too. I was nosy, nigga. I was trying to get everything, bro. I was on their videos, my videos. I was on Clarence Cousins' videos, nigga. I was trying to get the 411, no cap.
Then we spoke about doing a video. We spoke about doing a video together because we felt like it would be a good money move, for one. We already had, like, fan pages of people collaging our pictures together. It was crazy, man. And like, we was like, man, they really like, people kept saying, I ship y'all, I ship y'all, I ship y'all. So I was thinking in my head, you know, this is great for my channel because I need to get my money up, you know. I had money with the Chris and Queen channel, but I don't consider that to be my money because when I left, I couldn't even have half of that. Like, he wasn't even giving me half of it. And I didn't care at the point because I was just like, listen, I don't want no money or anything. I just really want to be done with this relationship.
Queen pulled the Tina Turner on what's love got to do with it. She said, I don't want nothing. Just my name. I just want my name.
Relationship with this whole thing. Because it was draining. Like, talk about draining for years. You know, of course I smiled on camera. We did what we did for our brand. But that shit was draining, y'all. And it was a lot, like I said, that happened behind closed doors that you guys do not know about. So, yeah, I was like, yeah, this is a money move. Maybe I come out there and, like, we do some videos. First time I went out there, I went with Ari and Vashay and some other girls.
Y'all remember that, the girls trip. You know what I'm saying? I remember that, too.
I was scared to go by myself. I didn't know what was like. I didn't know, like, we had talked on the phone, but I was still scared. It was New York. I didn't want to go by myself. But I had still made plans to, you know, go see him for the first time in person. And we seen each other. We didn't do a video that time, but we did see each other. I went back home. I went back to Houston. I was living with Armand and Trey by this time. And I was working on my videos because I was just trying to get my bag up. Listen, I was trying to leave. I was trying to get my own apartment. I was going to get my apartment in Houston. Actually, I think me and Ari was talking about moving in together. When I went back to New York the second time, we chose to do our first video together. I had met his sister Lee, who had helped me out with a situation with medicine, because I had released medicine on YouTube, which Clarence also encouraged me that I should release it on New Year's, because he was just like, you know, you should just go ahead with it. Like, this is like a new beginning for you. And I was like, yeah, but I was scared because I knew once I released medicine, y'all, I could never go back to Chris. I was like, once I do this, it's done. Like, because nobody knew that Chris had cheated again. I kept that secret because I didn't want to look stupid. You know, I didn't want to look stupid all over again. Like, damn, people going to say, I told you so. And I just didn't want to. So when people started asking, like, why aren't you doing videos with Chris no more? Like, why you at Trey Armand's house? Like, I didn't want to say it because I felt stupid. I felt so dumb. Like, damn, I really stayed and I looked dumb. So I made a song. I made medicine, you know. Anyway, Clarence, and he encouraged me to release it New Year's. I released it. That happened. Somebody stole my song, put it on Apple, was getting money for it. So I met Lee. Lee was a businesswoman. And she helped me out. Like, she helped me out a lot. Then we started talking business. And I was like, yo, could you go through my emails? And, you know, I don't go through my emails or anything like that. I don't know about labels. And she used to be a manager of back in the day of Nappy Roots. So, like, she had some experience in that.
And I just want to stay for the record because I also remember this specifically. Because a lot of people always be feeling like Clarence family just milked Queen or some shit. When Queen went to Lee and asked Lee to manage her, Lee said no once and twice. You know what I'm saying? And she pretty much begged Lee to manage her. I just be hating that because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people do be trying to say, oh, yeah, man, that family tried to milk her. Lee didn't want no parts of that shit. And Lee was already very successful without doing none of this. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't have to do it. She did this shit off the humbug of her brother.
I kept extending my New York trip when I was out there. I kept extending it because, I don't know, it just felt so good to be there. I felt so free. I had a friend out there that, like, I really still consider him my friend. Even if I had a crush on him or liked him, I still consider him my friend. Because we told each other literally, like, anything. Like, if he was talking to another girl or texting another girl, I didn't really care. Even if I did, like, like him. I didn't care because we were not committed to each other. You know what I'm saying? I did not care. I wasn't like one of those kind of girls that try to force him, like, what are we? What we doing? Like, only talk to me. I wasn't like that. Like, and I feel like that's why he was super cool with me too, because I was not forceful on him. I never forced anything. But I do feel like the more and more we got to know each other and be together, you know, he felt my vibe. He got to know me more. He looked at me as a different person. I wasn't the girl that he seen on the Smash or Pass challenge. He said I had a bad outfit or whatever, but whatever. Also, the camera don't do me justice. This camera's not doing me justice. I look way better in person. Just let y'all know.
That's also a Fendi fact. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm only telling y'all this because I'm keeping it real with y'all. Like, seriously, when I first met her, man, every time I done met Queen, shawty, she's beautiful as hell. She don't even need makeup, to be honest. Dead ass, she don't need no makeup. I promise y'all.
The people that see me in person can vouch for it. But, like, he was feeling my vibe. I could tell. I knew it. I was feeling his vibe. And we just, like, we still was keeping it, like, we still was friends, you know? Friends with feelings building. So, the situation, like, with his ex, you know, I was aware that he was still getting over a 5-year relationship. That's understandable because I was too. I'm not gonna lie. When I finally signed the divorce papers, when I finally signed the divorce papers with Chris after seeing him, I'm not gonna lie. I sat in the car and I cried. And Lee was right there next to me. I cried because, like, it's not that I like wanted to be with him. It was also like a feeling of like, damn, 5 years down the drain, what's gonna happen next? Like,
it's that unfamiliarity. Like, even though your situation that you might be in might be fucked up, you're accustomed to it. So it's like you already in a routine with it. When you finally say I'm done, now all of a sudden you don't have no codependency. It's like, oh man, I really got to do this. You know what I'm saying? So it could be frightening as hell. It can be. Anybody grown, drop it in the comments if you grown. If you 15, shit, some of y'all, if you 18 and under, you probably ain't gonna understand it. But if you grown, you know what we talking about right now.
I know that relationship was toxic, but he's all I knew. Like, I'm really like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really going through my head like, dang. You know, but I knew for a fact I didn't want to go back because it was so unhealthy and it was so toxic. And it only broke me down the more and more I stayed. Physically, emotionally, mentally, it broke me down being in that marriage, you know? And I'm sure you guys could tell by just in my personality. And when Clarence met me and seen me, it's like he brought something new out of me. And he wanted to make me feel good. I wanted to make him feel good too because from what I was told, that was a very toxic situation for him as well. You know? And I understood, man. Like, you can't just get over someone that you loved for 5 years. I totally get that. But at the same time, us bonding and confiding with each other only made us kind of closer, you know? Obviously, we did things. I got pregnant. I didn't plan to get pregnant. I don't check my ovulation. I never did that. I don't know. I just never did that because, one...
Shawty, you ain't even had to comment on that, man. We knew that was just the hurt talking from Shawty. Because that was the most outlandish shit I ever heard in my life. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only part of her story that really just made me lose a little... I detached myself a little bit. Because I'm like, Shawty, you doing it like that, bro? Come on, my nigga. Like, damn, Shawty.
Super bad miscarriage the year before. Terrible miscarriage, y'all. I lost so much blood I thought I was gonna die. I thought that something was wrong with me. I thought, like, maybe I can't have kids. And the only reason why I thought that was because even when I got pregnant with CJ, I was having unprotected sex for a very long time. And it took me a while to get pregnant. Truthfully, before CJ, I can't confirm if it was a miscarriage or not, but I remember one day feeling the pain so deep. I lost so much blood, and I don't know what it came from. I never confirmed if it was a miscarriage or not. It could have been. And then I was having unprotected sex more. I got pregnant with CJ after 2 years. Had complications with CJ. Me and CJ could have died. CJ's heart rate was going down. My heart, like, it was just like, I didn't know. So I was like, I'm scared to have kids. I had to have a C-section with him. Then, in my marriage, you know, I was still doing things, and I never got pregnant. I was like, okay, maybe I just can't, I don't know, maybe just, I don't know. Then I got pregnant. I had a miscarriage. Okay, so I'm thinking in my head, maybe like my body is just rejecting kids. Like maybe CJ was just my miracle baby. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is, when I had that miscarriage, bro, something in me told me it just wasn't meant. It just wasn't meant. It's so crazy because I seen a video of, like, last year I seen a video of me saying something about the name Legend. I seen a Facebook post of me saying, man, I just keep seeing the name Legend everywhere. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. It's like I was like manifesting it, or I was just like, I seen signs. I lost the baby, but I was still seeing the name Legend everywhere. It was so weird, you guys. And then fast forward, I meet Clarence, and I get pregnant. I did not think I was going to get pregnant. Truthfully, I didn't think Clarence was telling me he thought his soldiers didn't march.
It's crazy as hell because my best friend used to say that too. Because, you know what I'm saying, when you be blowing a lot of weed, you know what I'm saying, it make them soldiers slow the hell down. They might be marching, but shit, they strolling like a mug. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, I can relate to it. I don't know if it had, you know, I can just relate to the situation, though.
He thought they didn't march because he had never had a pregnancy scare with any girl. So, on my end, I'm like, okay, well, shoot, we fine. I think we slipped up one time. I never got pregnant, so I was like, oh, okay. That was our business, though. We wasn't going to tell nobody that. Like, of course, people probably read into it and seen it, but by that time, Clarence was a single man. We were not committed to each other. We still had a very close friendship, but just doing grown people things. I don't know what happened on the other side of that, but all I know is, like, I was very understanding. I never planned anything out. I never maliciously moved or tried to take someone's family away, or, you know, I never did that. Like, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm not that kind of person, because like I said, I know how it feels. I never did anything to hurt. I would never do anything just to hurt another woman. If anything, I was just going off of what I felt. I couldn't help my feelings.
Man, y'all was grown as hell, single as hell, and that's just the way it go. Like, all this explaining, you know what I mean? It's pissing me off, man. Because people act like this is not real life. I don't think nobody in this situation moved maliciously. I don't. I think it's called growing pains that we all gonna experience. You know what I'm saying? Did Chris really just set out to mean or hurt Queen? Probably not. But you threw this nigga mad money. You know what I'm saying? He a handsome nigga. He was young. He probably didn't even understand or really, like, cherish what marriage really stood for. So he fucked up. Don't nobody get mad at Chris because he cheated. We don't get mad at him because of that. We get mad at Chris because he still don't learn the shit that he should learn, that he should have learned already. Same thing with Clarence. Clarence probably did not mean to hurt Leslie. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. I don't think that he meant to set out to do that. It's just life, my nigga. One day, you feel like you got the whole world figured out, and then life throws your ass a curveball. You know what I'm saying? It probably hurt his feelings to death to be able to tell Leslie that he needed space for her. Because he probably really did care. But she just was not it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Leslie. I don't think that Leslie intentionally came into this platform, you know what I'm saying, to just, like, throw fingers at Queen. At least I hope she didn't. But I think that was more so to hurt talking. And I think that she's going to understand that a little bit more once she realized how life worked. You can't blame the other woman, boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. So I don't think nobody in this whole situation prior to now moved maliciously. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it was in the cards, man. It was in the stars.
And me and Clarence, I think we told a story on how, like, we first told each other we loved each other. It was crazy because, like, he even felt crazy saying it, because he was just like, he was just like, man, this is so crazy. I was just in a whole 5-year relationship, but it feels like I've known you so long, you know? Like, it feels like, I don't know why, I feel like I love you, like, and I felt the same. I was like, Clarence, I feel like I love you too. It just happened. Nobody even meant for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure though, like, when you keep hanging with people, like, I don't know. I just, truth be told, I thought we was going to do our video, do some more videos, get a bag. I thought it was going to be business too, you know, and then kind of like fade away. That's what I really thought. But it turned out to be different. It turned out to be different. And I really cannot help that. And I really would never, it's not in me to be like, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about his ex. I wasn't even thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know her. All I could think about was the relationship that me and him was building. We was always very honest with each other too. And we still to this day are very honest with each other about our past and how we feel about certain things. Like, we just got that kind of relationship. Like, we're friends too till this day. We're still friends. Anything that was said before, I don't know, by his mom or whatever, she didn't know me. So I get it. I completely get it. She didn't know me at all. And I was this new girl coming in. I had a kid already. She probably like, yo, who is this lady coming in? You know what I'm saying? And she already knew his ex for 5 years. So they probably had a relationship. And I understand that. You know, that's completely.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's grown shit. Because that's exactly what happened in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, that's exactly what happened. She didn't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? And she got her own feelings as well, bro. I still don't feel like it was really right for her to bring Mama Sandra up, because if she was a grown-ass woman, she would have understood exactly why that happened the way that it happened. You know, I didn't like that part. I don't care.
Normal, I get that. But as she got to know me more, the kind of girl that I was, her love grew for me as well. She loves me now. She loves me. She loves me and she loves both of my kids. And she always tells me how appreciative she is of me, how I love her son, the way I love her son. She's thankful. I don't try to put Clarence. I try to be as easygoing as possible with Clarence. I can deal with him. I could handle him. I know what kind of man he is. He's a great man. But I know how to deal with Clarence. I know how to deal with him, and I don't know, I get him, you know? He gets me. So, I don't know, that's just my side, man. That's my side. I feel better because I got the clear, I don't know, my name. I don't know, shit. Like, maybe people won't even believe me. Maybe people will still be like, Queen, yeah, you still wrong. You knew what you was saying. Truthfully, I don't care what you guys are saying because I know my heart, you know what I'm saying? And me and Clarence, I feel like our relationship speaks for itself. We're very genuine. It was genuine. It was nothing. Maybe it started off something different, but it ended up something different. And that's just life. And that just happens. And sometimes you can't help it. And truthfully, who knows? Maybe, like, even if me and Clarence don't even end up together forever, things happen. Things happen in life. But it was never to hurt nobody, bro. It was never to take anything away from anyone. I'm all for women. Like, I make women empowerment songs. Like, I make songs about stuff. So the fact that people are saying, oh, you a homewrecker, and how could you do that when you went through the same thing? Y'all just got to understand the place that I was in from my point of view. I wasn't going through her. Like, I'm not her.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Boy, this Queen Alive shit is good. Like, this is like a series, my nigga. Because I've been tuned in, dog. This is like another confessional. This shit good. They got me all tuned in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She's not me. We had a different view of life at the time. But I'm a very genuine person, bro. Like, I don't have nothing against nobody. I don't have nothing against nobody at all. And I just wanted to come on here and say that for myself. Hope you guys can understand where I was coming from at the time. And
how many people, though, when Queen started talking about handling Clarence, how many of y'all thought she was finna go on a tangent like Clarence did and get all on the camera and be like, He protracts me. He loves me. I thought she was finna go crazy on him for a minute. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all know I'm silly, man.
And we're happy. We have a son together. I don't want him to grow up and see certain things. I don't even want CJ to grow up and see certain things. But I know he's already starting to read. I'm gonna have to explain to him one day. And if Legend sees everything else, you know, we're gonna have to explain it to him. I don't want them to think of us as like bad people. Like, life just happens, and I apologize to anybody that may feel like I was moving funny, but I wasn't. It just happened. So with that being said, I'm gonna go back downstairs and get to my interviews. I have a lot of promo to do, mad promo for my album. My album is dropping the 30th. Make sure you guys will get Misunderstood. There's some tea in there too, by the way. I need you guys to listen to the words. Listen to the words. Listen to my words closely, because there are things I revealed in there that I feel like if you read in between the lines, you would know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm out of here. Love you guys. Deuces. I probably won't be back on this channel for a long time. I just came back on here to say my piece or whatever and make a bag at the same time, because everyone else is making a bag. So, all right. Love you guys. Out.
I ain't gonna cap, man. That was a good vid. You know what I'm saying? This whole Queen of Lies debacle has been very, very entertaining. It really has. I like the fact that Queen came in here. She was short, sweet, and to the point. I love that she still acknowledged the other woman's hurt, because I feel like Leslie hurt was indeed genuine. I really do. I just feel like her hurt was misplaced. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she had an ill will towards the wrong person. Okay? I also feel as if she really was so used to doing this back and forth with Clarence that she really couldn't fathom him staying away this time. And she needed anything to blame for besides herself or Clarence. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it really boiled down to. I feel like everybody in this situation is young, and they're going to experience hurt, heartbreak, you know what I'm saying, joys, triumphs. They're going to go through it. We all went through it. We all going to go through it and going to continue to go through it. You know what I mean? But I felt like this was a really good vid. I really love the fact of the matter that she's unapologetic for her, where she stands in her love life, as they should be. They shouldn't feel any type of way for being in love, man, and being happy at where they're at. Can't be. Can't. Why? I ain't. They shouldn't either. You feel what I'm saying? I want to know how y'all feel, though. Drop it down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be people, just like she said, you know, that's going to hear her side and still bash her. You know what I mean? Just like it's going to be people who heard Leslie's side and going to still bash her. You know what I mean? It all boils down to how people feel about that person. You know what I mean? It's only a small few of us that's going to be able to be real about the shit in its entirety. For real, for real. But yeah, man, I love y'all. I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. And until next video, I'm going to catch y'all down.